What an absolute beautiful day. I mean, like, I can't not skate in this weather. I don't know if you guys are bored of the skate segments, but I'm gonna do them anyway. But yeah, I've got this beat that I've actually just cooked up earlier. I completely forgot to get the camera out, but I'll break that one down. So if you want to skip ahead and get straight to the beat, then I'll leave a timestamp. If not, then enjoy the skate segment, man. And yeah, make sure you subscribe, make sure you like the video, and let's get into this one.
What up, folks? Yeah, boy.
You can get it, man.
Bitch, you suck. Oh! That's a strong boy. That's a strong ass boy.
He's foldering. He's going down.
He's going down.
Kidding.
The muddy ass.
Yeah. Okay, we have a wager. We have a wager with Mr. Kyle. He has to get a 180. Or was it a fakie flip? 3 attempts, or he has to buy the next round of beers.
Okay, attempt 1. Attempt 2. Last attempt.
Nope.
That's it. Beer's on you, mate. Call them, pal. Beer run. And pubs are shut, mate. Oh, mate. Crazy, mate.
What? Don't worry about it.
What model is that?
It's a Canon 600D. Do you have a Canon? No.
But my brother.
Your brother's got one.
My
Nice.
last
So
one is very interesting.
Right. Yes. There you go, pal. Got the goodies. Keep this gate shut. No. Okay, I shall shut it.
Cheers, Kyle.
Alright, let's get a quick game of skating.
Rochambeau.
Hey.
Fuck's every time. Nope.
Oh, man.
You're set.
Nope. 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 Nope.
Whoa.
Nope. Nope. Nope.
Do you want a letter? Do you want a letter right now?
Taking a letter.
Pussy. Pussy. Hey!
Nope.
Oh, I'm cut shut!
Nope. Nope.
No!
Nope.
I'm out. Out! Alright, let's just get out of here, man. I'm a sore loser.
What a fantastic day. Anyway, let me get into this beat that I made. So normally you guys know me. I normally make like melodic sort of emotional guitar style beats, some kind of ethnic stuff. You know, normally stuff in the minor scale, so kind of dark, emotional, sad kind of vibes to them. If you've been in the UK, you know we've had like the best weekend ever in terms of weather. Got me in a really good mood, so I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna try something a bit different. Make something more upbeat, something more with like a happier kind of vibe to it. So yeah, this is the beat we've got. Okay, nice and bouncy, nice and upbeat, nice fast tempo. So yeah, let me just dive into this one. I'll show you everything that I've done, chords, layers, effects. Yeah, I'll even dive into the drums and some of the structure as well, so you guys can kind of recreate this and, you know, try and catch a vibe with it yourself. So yeah, let's just get into it. Alright, let's kick things off with the melody then, shall we? So, first thing I came in with was these real basic chords. I did just play them as triads, and then I added a 7th note to it as well. So these are the chords. Okay, this half of the chords are exactly the same as this half. The only difference is I've just inverted some of these chords right here. So, you know, just pulled them down so they look like, so they just sat closer together, if, you know, as you're looking at them. So they're the chords, C7, F7, G7. They're the 3 chords that I used in this progression. The actual sound itself is from the Orchestral Essentials library, contact library, and I used the concert harp preset. For the effects, I added some retro color, some RC20 vinyl 1 preset, just turn the mix up. I've been doing that a lot on them, like a few of my beats. The workflow is way quicker and you get a really decent sound straight out of the box from this, so yeah, that worked well. Pro EQ 3 just killed some of the top end. It's a little bit too harsh for my liking. Added the effect rack, of course, you know, my go-to. The effect rack added Echo Boy and Pan Man just to give it some movement, and added some fruity chorus just to space out even more. And yeah, that was the first sound. So that was like the first part of inspiration that I got for this beat. Then all I did was just duplicate that harp preset, exact same effects, and just play like this little top melody, something really simple. No, something a little bit happy, just like a nice little trickle down effect, and yeah, it just gives it more of like a happy upbeat vibe, and that's just going to come in throughout the beat, which gives it a nice little bounce. After that, I did the exact same thing, just duplicated that harp preset again, and just added like another little bounce to it, you know, just like another little top melody to bring in and out as the beat progresses. And this is 1 note. That's literally it, but like in the context of the chords and everything else, it does sound quite cool. So yeah, let me play those both together. Okay, so that A sharp key is actually the 7th note of the first C triad that I put in, or the C7th that I put in, sorry. So yeah, that was my basic melody. That was like the foundation of the beat. And then we just came in with some sounds to fill out the melody a bit. So the first thing I did to achieve that was add in a nice pad, and the pad was from Analog Labs, and it was called the Funky Town preset. Really basic, really repetitive, but the thing that makes this sound cool in context with the original chords is that the first chord progression, you know, that concert harp chord progression, the last chord goes down an octave, like it goes like way down, whereas this one kind of climbs up slowly. So it just adds that contrast, you know, just gives it a bit of variation. It's quite subtle, but it just gives it a nice contrast. The effects that I used on that was just a reverb, just a big reverb. I just used the default preset that pops up, which is this Concert Hall preset 1970, and you know, just turn the mix down a bit, turn the decay down a bit. Now another sound that I came in with was this really cool, and I think this is like probably my favorite sound in this whole loop, was this really cool ARP, and that's also in Analog Labs, and the preset for that is called Baikal Opera. This is kind of cool. I really liked that sound, and one thing that I did to kind of make this sound super full but kind of have it sounding like ear candy at the same time, you know, more of like a spacey sound, is make these chords run through like a lot of octaves. So like we've gone all the way from C6 all the way up to C8, so I've kind of covered 2 octaves with all these chords, you know, really spaced them out. And you'll see that as each chord changes, and by the way, this chord progression just follows the exact same chord progression we've been going with throughout this whole melody, but you'll see as the chords change, I've tried to keep them as close to the corresponding chords as possible. So that basically just means I've inverted a few chords to make them like sit closer to the next chord, and then so on and so on. You get what I mean. Last thing I put in, I think, was this flute. And the flute is the crystal flute, and that's from Contact. It's like $15 or $20, super cheap if you have Contact. Switched it to the short preset and just played these little one shots. Literally exactly the same on the other side. That was the whole loop. So we've got the whole thing structured right here, or everything structured. So all of these patterns right here is everything. I bounced it out as a wave. We got that right here. And then we just came in with the drums and the bass line actually. So I added this sub bass as like a pre-hook. So we've got the intro right here. LLB. And then we got this pre-hook right here. Okay, one thing that stood out for me was like I really liked this bass line. It's kind of grungy. It was really simple. It just followed the chord progression, just the root note of the chord progression. And I got the sound out of Analog Labs. Again, I went into the bass section and used this Room 1A15/bass dash. What is it's a long preset, but it's a really cool preset. Really full sound. Added no effects to it. Then we came in with the drums. Okay, so this is the drum pattern. I'll just play it by itself so you guys can hear it. Okay, so like we added the normal sounds. Like this is honestly normal routine stuff, and I kept it as basic as possible. Just wanted to leave a lot of space for somebody to, you know, just vibe on that melody. So just came in with a standard bass, and that bass again is just a real simple bounce, and it just follows the chord progression. That's just literally it. It's just all sound selection, really. If you get some good sounds, that's from the Minerva drum kit, by the way. If you wanted to get some good sounds, but yeah, get yourself some good sounds, man, and just keep the drums super simple. So that was the 808, just boom, boom, boom. And that's it, just a nice upward vibe, nice bouncy vibe, just to complement the melody. Simple clap. Hi-hats was super simple, just a 2-step, and I just took out like one at the beginning right here, and then did the same thing there, and just repeated it. Like it's so repetitive and so basic. Okay, you'll hear like a few like random sounds in that, and that's because I added looperator to it. Just put it in a mixer, added looperator, and then honestly the default preset for this worked really well. That little vinyl symbol down there kind of is like a scratch effect, and it almost added like a, you know, it almost kind of complemented the melody. So yeah, just left it at that and turned the mix down on it. We added a snare, real basic, just had that hitting at the same time as the clap, and then just put like an extra one in the normal spots like that. Real basic. This is kind of like internet money kind of vibes, you know, real simple but catchy drums, man. That's all you want. Added like another similar snare, like kind of like belongs to the same family as that last snare that you heard. Just once. That's it, just literally once at the beginning. Simple open hat again, really repetitive, just hits in the exact same spot. Okay, and then what else did I put in? And a kick. And that was the whole drum loop right there. Okay, now the key for like any beat is just keeping the beat interesting, and the easiest way to do that is by making the drums interesting and, you know, just bringing them in and out throughout the beat. So it depends on the beat you're making, and like, you know, it depends on your own taste and like how you want to structure your own beats. But general rule of thumb for me is I'll just have like a pre-hook sort of section. I'll have like a hook where everything's in. I'll have like the first part of the verse where like a lot of things come out of the way, then more stuff comes back in, and then you duck stuff more. It's just about bringing stuff in and out. That's literally all it is. So what I did for me is take out the bass in the 808 whilst that sub bass was playing. Okay, so that's everything except for the kick and the bass. Then that bass line drops out the way, and then the 808 comes in. Okay, so this is like the hook for me. This first 16 bar is the hook for me. And then right here, we're in the first verse. And then for the first verse, just took the kick out, and then I just took out the snare that was laid on top of the clap, you know, just to give it more space. Okay, and then back to everything right here, same pattern as the chorus. And then right here, this is like the end of the first verse, so, you know, like that just kind of acts as a nice build up, you know, take all the bass out and just have the, you know, the top end sounds coming through. And then we're back to the beginning, bass line, chorus, and then back to like another verse section right here. And that's literally it. That's all you want to do. Just get that first hook, first chorus bit in, and just kind of repeat it, and, you know, make sure you've got like a long enough beat for somebody to make a full song out of it. Yeah, man, that's it. That's the full beat in its entirety. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that one. Before I let you guys go, a quick plug: if you guys do want to get your hands on a really dope guitar MIDI kit, then I have just dropped one conveniently. It's called the Venus Kit. 30 super melodic, realistic guitar MIDI files for you to get some real quick inspiration on your beats. There's a free version of it as well, so I'll put both links down in the description if you want to jump on that. Drum kits, everything is also down below if you want them. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I'll see you in the next one.